of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six Siege. What do all four of these video games have in common? Besides being four of the most popular games on the market today, they're all four shooter games. The rapidly growing popularity of games such as these is very alarming because of all the negative effects they can have. In my research on the topic, I found some very disturbing statistics. We should boycott violent video games because they promote violence, increase aggression, and desensitize gamers to real-life violence. Violent video games promote violence. In the game Call of Duty, for example, 10 points are awarded for every kill in Team Deathmatch mode, 50 points for every kill in Search and Destroy mode, and anywhere from 2 to 25 points for assisting another teammate to a kill. This rewards killing people. Not only does it give points for shooting someone, but oftentimes more points are given for a more gruesome death, such as stabbing or throwing a grenade. This teaches young gamers that killing people is okay. This is dangerous for their developing minds. It can emotionally tarnish them for the rest of their lives. Violent video games also cause increased aggression. PsychCentral.com posted a study done in 2010. 70 French university students were told they were participating in a 3-day study showing how bright video games can affect their eyes. Half of them were given violent video games to play, such as Call of Duty 4, Condemned 2, and The Club. Some of them got non-violent video games, such as S3K Superbike, Dirt 2, and Pure. After playing each day, they did an exercise to test their hostile expectations. They were given the beginning of a story and told to finish it. For example, they said a man rear-ended another man, and they were told to say what they thought was going to happen. They were also told that they were playing competitive games against an unseen opponent. The loser would get a blast of a loud, unpleasant noise, such as nails on a chalkboard, sirens, and dentist drills. The winner determined how long and loud the sound was. There wasn't an actual opponent. The testers just told the participants that they were winning and losing about half of the time. The results were shocking. Violent video game players chose violent and aggressive endings to their story. Dr. Brad Bushman, one of the co-authors of the study, said people who have a steady diet of playing these violent games may come to see the world as a hostile and violent place. These results suggest there could be a cumulative effect. This also explains why violent gamers agreed to give their opponents longer and louder blasts of the sound through the headphones. This is just one of very many shocking studies. Games like these cause the adrenaline to flow. This causes their first reaction in-game and out of the game to be aggression, violence, and short tempers. Violent video games also cause gamers to be desensitized to real-life violence. In 2005, a study was done by the University of Michigan. The main man authoring the study was Bruce Bartholomew. 39 males were asked what their favorite video game was, how violent it was, and how often they played it. Next, they were fitted for an EEG. They were shown various images, some being emotionally neutral, such as a bicycle or a mushroom, some being negative but not violent, like a dead dog, and some being violent, like a man holding another man at gunpoint. The guys who regularly played violent video games reacted less to the violent images. This is a major problem. The world is a bad place. BusinessInsider.com said that the Las Vegas shooting marked 307 mass shootings this year alone in the U.S. Around 11,000 people are killed each year by guns, and that's not even counting abuse leading in death and stab wounds. When these things happen, many people are moved to the point of tears. Desensitized gamers don't feel anything. This makes them very dangerous jury members. If a desensitized gamer is on the jury of a case of a mass shooting, he might put innocent because he don't see anything wrong with what was done. And coupled with their increased aggression, this makes them the prime candidates to commit the next violent crime. When I was doing my research, I was honestly surprised by how much violent video games can affect a person's aggression and desensitization. It's sad that children as young as 10 years old can play these games. Their minds are in the most vital developing stage. If they play video games frequently, they might grow up and become a serial killer. But we can do something about that. Next time you want to buy a video game, go for the non-violent option. If we slowly start boycotting violent video games, then they'll slowly become less popular until they're not plastered on the windows of every game store across the country. If we all work together, we can take our shot and end violent video games for good.